Council has made a decision, but given that it's a stupid-ass decision, I've elected to ignore it.
Marvel's Phase 4 spanned just 2 years, but showcased 7 films and 10 television projects. And while Marvel had an uphill battle after how well Phase 3 ended, it was pretty apparent had things continued to go as they had the previous 12 years, they could easily surpass, if not just meet, expectations moving forward.
I could do this all day.
However, things didn't go exactly to plan. While the Marvel name has continued to garner hype and even financial success to some degree, the critical consensus of the quality of what has come out over the past 24 months has been anything but positive.
That's my secret, Cat.
I'm always angry.
From Black Widow's too late release to the messy and underwhelming Thor: Love and Thunder, Marvel has found a way to degrade its brand at an impressive pace. Now don't get me wrong, there have been some fine projects released during this time.
This all seems horrible.
I've seen worse.
But overall, when we think back on Phase 4, will we see those few moments as standouts, or will we see the duds at which plagued us all? This here are the 4 reasons why Marvel's latest phase was the worst.
Scour the internet and Scooby-Doo this shit.
Number 4, lack of direction. If not for the guiding hands of Kevin Feige during the previous 12 years, the MCU would not have been as successful as it's become. It was his vision, his ideas, and guidance that allowed this universe to culminate into something so grand.
Well, we got his attention.
However, what hurt this specific phase was how everything felt so disconnected and showing no sense of direction on where the MCU is heading. We had moments in Eternals, Doctor Strange, and Ms. Marvel, but despite that, nothing felt like it was connected to the same universe as the first 3 phases had. Number 3, special effects. This will surely rile up some people's feathers. Let's face it, the quality of the last 17 projects haven't lived up to what the MCU was doing at the end of Phase 3.
How do we do this?
As a team.
It really felt like they took 3 or 4 steps backwards in quality as opposed to pushing the bar and setting the standard for the future of film. It's easy to blame COVID-19 for stacking up projects on the VFX team's desks, but let's be real. Is quality really less important than quantity? I suppose from a financial standpoint, it is. Hence why Bob Chapek is no longer with Disney. Number 2, oversaturation. This could easily be number 1 on the list of why the MCU has dropped so far and so fast. I've talked about this quite a few times, and in all honesty, my concerns were voiced a long time ago about this. 17 projects in 2 years compared to 20 and 12 is the difference in Phase 4 and Phases 1 through 3. That's just insane!
Haven't you had enough? Oh, I could do this all day.
Sure, we all believe that more would be better. Having a Marvel project to sink our teeth into monthly or even every other month would be a blast. How could it go wrong? Well, when you add the number of projects to lack of direction and poor VFX, well, you run into a problem where fans don't care so much to see what the next thing is. But honestly, what truly has divided the fandom is number 1, wokeness. Yes, I'm bringing this up, and you may ask why. Well, it's because it truly is a pandemic that is plaguing Hollywood at a large degree.
When I'm catcalled in the street, when incompetent men explain my own area of expertise to me.
No, I'm not saying making shows based on characters like Ms. Marvel or She-Hulk was bad or woke. To the contrary, I think it was a great idea to plan to bring in some of those lesser-known characters to give them the spotlight in the MCU sun. However, the agenda pushing, the not-so-subliminal ways of depowering the heroes of the past decade was absolutely a horrible move, and yet again another reason why Bob Chapek was ousted of Disney. See, there's no better way to divide your fan base than to call them womanizers or pieces of garbage. But that is what Marvel decided to do on multiple occasions, all while degrading old and new characters along the way. Honestly, Marvel's upcoming slate looks to be fun and quite a ride.
And tell him to suit up. I'm bringing the party to you.
The sad part is we have no idea what we're getting. Is it the old MCU or the new one from the last 2 years? The rumors stating that Bob Iger is looking to slow down production of Marvel projects to focus on quality over quantity is exciting to hear. But as of December 2022, there have been no official remarks on any changes to the slate announced just a few months ago. We all want these films to succeed, but if things continue as they've gone recently, the MCU is going to die out much faster than it succeeded breaking onto the scene.